Hello everybody, welcome back once again. We're playing Baldur's Gate 3 as the Dark Urge and trying to maximize experience. Starting out here, actually at the top of Moonrise Towers, and I'm going to head on into the Hollow Tower, which is going to end up being the Mind Flayer colony, or the other part of the Mind Flayer colony that we haven't been to quite yet. I'm going to be taking Shadowheart, Gale, and Karlach. I can't remember if you can switch party members while you're actually down there. Something tells me that you probably can't, since it doesn't actually really make that much sense that you'll be able to, but I can't say if that is definitely the case or not. But either way, the Outlander has an inspiration as well as the Sage and the Acolyte, so that is why I am taking them. So I am going to head on in. Alright, so I actually was going back through and looking at my inspirations, and I realized that I hadn't actually noticed when I got the from head to toe inspiration, and that is for exploring all sections of the Mind Flayer colony. Basically, that happens immediately as you enter the second part of it. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out, and that is one of the reasons why you'll want to have Karlach and or Halsin when you enter that final area. All right, so the actually just finished up the first semi large battle here in the Mind Flayer colony, or at least I guess the north side of it. Basically, here all it is there's the NPC named Chop, which I've lost it. There he is. He's right here on the ground. You take him out, and then there's a bunch of these intellect devourers running around in here. Also, there are a bunch of intellect devourers running around in the tunnels, and so you can take them all out as well. And then once you've dealt with Chop, he has a key on him, which will allow us to recruit us. Which is our friend from the Nautiloid. He looks a little different now. I don't know what's going on here with the green areas of his brain. I mean, he definitely looks more disgusting than before, but but whatever. And that's going to allow us to summon him. Okay, so just finished up the mind puzzle, which does result in the inspiration for Gale. Was that Brain Blast? I think that was. I missed when it flashed up there. Where is Gale? Here's Gale. I think it was Brain Blast, right? Man, he has so many. Yeah, there it is, Brain Blast. So basically what you're doing is you're just connecting these nodes together. So I don't... Well, now I can't see what this one is, but like memory, needs to be connected with memory on the other side. Speech needs to be connected with speech. So basically the purple one is pretty easy. It's just... also, it does help if you, change the direction of your camera. It's really tough if you're just trying to do it from this side. It can just be really tough to see all the nodes that need to be connected. But you can see here the purple lines just go to these nodes here. The blue one is kind of... There it is. The blue one starts here. And then just kind of goes through the center over to this blue node over here. Orange goes down here first, over to here, here, and then up to the finished node here. And then the green ones start over here and kind of zigzags a little bit through the center, and then you end here. So actually, to be honest, pretty easy puzzle. But it can be a little bit of a challenge if you're not... or because of the camera. I think it's actually the camera that makes the puzzle a little bit more difficult than it kind of needs to be, honestly. Okay, next up is the battle with the allies and the Mind Flayers. So after you've released the allies, or I guess all of these characters out of the neutral apparatus, or by using the neutral apparatus. There is a couple of characters here that you can get some extra experience from. One of them is this Menip Shurga character. I already knocked him out. Gauntlet Yeva is the same character actually from back in Act 1. And so when I knocked her out, I actually didn't get any experience. So I'm not going to worry about her. But she was the one that had the it was a two-handed sword card called Svartalby's Wound Seeker. Never ended up using it, but interesting nonetheless. Also, if you're trying to get that, you can get that again here if you missed it earlier. And then obviously also Zevlor is here. Okay, I think also after I should say after the initial conversation with Zevlor, I actually did just knock him out here. I think you probably don't want to knock him out during the initial battle with the Mind Flayers, because I don't think that is going to get you the dialogue afterwards. I never actually tested that myself, but I'm assuming that's a bad idea. So anyways, again, I would suggest if you're going to knock him out after that battle, which is what I've done here. Also, it was kind of interesting when I did actually just go back and knock out... I don't know what Zevlor's key's for. Probably nothing anymore. But anyways, I did knock out Gauntlet Yiva afterwards, and she had a bunch of cash on her, and then like 20-some potions, which was kind of crazy. So if you want to do that, or if you want to get those, knock her on out. Okay, next up is actually just to the north side of the Tadpoling Center. You can investigate the brine pool for an extra...
No tadpoles in this brine pool.
Okay. Or I guess I could fail the perception check.
A parasite.
But there it is. There's a parasite in the brine pool. You'll automatically get it. The Dream Visitor says something about taking it, but you automatically get it when you pass the check. Also, if this looks a little bit weird, I did download a mod that allows you to add more characters to the party, and I did it specifically because I needed Will for this part. Will can get an item from Mizora, who is trapped in the pod here. So let's save here, and we'll crack this open. No extra experience by any means, but it is kind of interesting to get the extra item, which I think is actually really good. I'm just gonna go with the... I'm just gonna smash the pod. We'll use some bonuses here.
You did ignorant thing.
Alright, and so you want to go with the persuasion option here. You'd think we'd get a reward for going through all this trouble. This one doesn't look too bad. Gonna save though. You just never know. Oh, lucky. Alright.
Another one.
Alright, a little treat wouldn't hurt.
All that power. Now, you've got... Don't you fret. Oh, and go ahead. Tell your chums how we met.
Alright. So here it is, the Infernal Rapier. I think this is a really interesting item, mostly because it says there, instead of using its dexterity modifier, the affected entity adds its spellcasting ability modifier to attack rolls, which is pretty cool. Okay, next up is actually pretty easy. The inspiration for the Acolyte, which is a piece of 3. Again, basically you just show up in front of Ketheric Thorm and Orin and Gortash. Okay, last thing that I wanted to bring up was basically during the Ketheric fight, there are these Necromites on the far side. After Ketheric has done his transformation into, I don't know, whatever the thing is that pops out of the center. Let me just see here. See if it shows up here. The Apostle of Miracle. The Apostle will apparently absorb the Necromites or something. I've never actually had that happen. I've always just killed them, I guess, before that has happened. And I would say, or I'm not exactly sure what happens though when that happens. It may result in a loss of experience, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So make sure that that you take those out. It's looking like I have made it to level 11, prior to Act 3, which I'm pretty happy with. So things have been going very well. Yeah.
Always room for more.
I was going to say pretty easy battle with 6 party members, but I actually didn't do anything really with Will on that one, so kind of only had 5.
And now the picture comes together.
The mod that allows you to add more characters was actually the only way that I was able to obviously bring this many characters down here. But the problem is there's certain things that you can't get if you only have 4 characters. Mainly, if you don't have Will, then you can't get the Infernal Rapier. If you don't have Gale, you can't get his inspiration for the brain puzzle. So I guess just keep that in mind. I'm not sure, but my guess is there's no way to get back to this part of the Mind Flayer colony. So again, unfortunately, that means that you'll have to sacrifice something, whether it be inspirations. I don't think you want to give up the Infernal Rapier. I would say that given the choice between an item that you can use for the entire rest of the game, which is actually really, really good, or an inspiration for somebody like Gale, I think you want to go with the Infernal Rapier. So that is my opinion on that. All right, so after the events, or I should say after Kethra Thorm has been taken out, you can actually find Minthara sitting on his throne, and we can actually get a bunch of approval with her. So let's get at it here. I think either option 1 or option 3 is a pretty. I think this is the same amount of approval, and I think it's like +3 for both options. I don't think you want to go with option 2, but I'm going to say I'll never tire of killing their previous occupants. It gets you a little bit of approval there. Oops! Before I forget, I need to move Will away. One of the options that I'm going to go with here, Will doesn't appreciate, so let's just run him off. I can see there's also a bunch of NPCs here that I'm probably going to try to knock out. I'm not sure how well that's going to work out, but like for sure these 3, these seem pretty obvious. Like they should be pretty easy to take out without making anybody else important angry. So we will see. But anyways, all right. So back to the conversation. Let's go with so it's personal good. Let's take her down.
Indeed. She is the one who indoctrinated
what
me.
do you remember? What do you remember about your indoctrination?
I will find her.
And then by suggesting that we take their place, which is option 1 here.
It is as if you read my mind.
Actually, it looks like Shadowheart disapproves of that as well. I didn't realize I didn't try that option before, so I'm gonna have to redo this as well.
When we break the other chosen
and then you say I'm with you. And yeah, Shadowheart doesn't like that apparently.
We may fail the power, and then we will need no gods. We have a
Alright, we will be absolute, indeed.
where the cult's power.
And then if you answer, I want revenge on those who did this to me, she'll approve of that as well. So, quite a chunk of approval there. Alright, so after everything has kind of settled down, we can actually finally, like, officially recruit Jaheira. So she'll be hanging out here in the throne room. And let's just start this conversation. Alright, so you almost seem like you're enjoying yourself. I'm having the time of my life.
When we met, time.
Alright, and I'll be glad to have you join, or I'll be glad to have you by my side.
We ventured into darkness. When we reach Baulder's Gate.
Alright.
By your
And you can say, join me now. Jaheira approves. Halsin approves.
There's a Harper.
And yeah, that looks like that's it. And that is the official joining of Jaheira. Alright, just wanted to give a a brief view of the entrance to Moonrise. So basically all of the harbors are still knocked out here because I haven't done a long rest yet, but I definitely think by clearing everything out beforehand, it made this next part a bit easier. So again, aside from all the other harpers that have been knocked out, I did knock out. There's a bunch of now they're just called Flaming Fists. They're not even named like specifically. And so there's 3 out here that you can knock out. And then if I can get through the effing door, because this game is absolutely trash about doorways. Sorry, not sorry. I can get on in here and show you the other Flaming Fists that I've knocked out. Look, another doorway. Alright, there we go. Alright, so here was the next Flaming Fist, just inside the doorway. And then Art Kulla, who is apparently not happy with me because he witnessed me putting some fog clouds down. There was another Flaming Fist here. And then there's one more up the stairs. I actually already knocked out Art back when he was still in the last light in. So you may need to, if you haven't already done that, you can knock him out now. And then again, like I was saying, here's the other Flaming Fist. Ceres is up here. She was really easy to knock out. I knocked her out in the last light in as well. I think during the battle, actually. And then Alfira's standing here as well now. I actually knocked her out as well in the last light in. She's one of those really weird ones where I had already knocked her out once in Act 1. And then she actually gave me another, I think it was like 40 experience for when I knocked her out here in Act 2, which again is very, very strange. That's very abnormal to be able to knock out somebody more than once and still get experience. But anyways, the 3 kids are here as well. I don't think either of these 3 is worth anything in terms of experience. I think I knocked out Mattis way back in Act 1 as well, but I don't think the other 2 were even worth anything. Let me just I'm gonna just save here really quickly, and we'll see. But I'm fairly certain that none of these 3 kids is worth anything. Yeah, that was nothing.
We witnessed assaulting someone. You're headed.
Oh, and then that other kid ran. Oh, what? Oh, I thought apparently these kids are like immortal, which is very funny. Yeah, that kid just ran off too. Even though it looked like I killed him. And yeah, Mattis wasn't worth anything. That is really funny. I wonder if that has something to do with Mole and the pact that she makes. I'm not 100% sure on that though, but yeah, or it's just that most of the kids in the game, if not, maybe, I guess possibly all, are actually just literally immortal. They all have plot armor. But yeah, that is it for the main area of the Moonrise Towers now. I guess post Ketheric. Okay, so just wanted to give a little bit of an update here. I'm basically I've completed everything for Act 2 that I was able to, and I'm ending up at level 11 and 2072 experience. Again, basically, there's just a couple of Flaming Fists that I still needed to knock out in the Moonrise Towers. But that was it. Also, there was a little bit of companion approval among some of the newer companions. I think I was actually able to start, or I had the option to start the Minthara romance. Decided not to go that route for this playthrough. I think I am gonna stick with Shadowheart. But you know, that's what multiple save files are for. So, anyways, like I said, I'm gonna be, or this is basically the end of Act 2. So, you know, again, finishing at 2072 experience, and just getting ready to start Act 3, so that will be the next video. So as always, I hope the guide was helpful, and thank you for watching.